Hey guys, it's your favorite uncle, your 36th favorite Asian, your second best friend, the most wild one, the loved one, caring, your boy Soon. So, it looks like it's going to be an early morning for me because your boy just got fired. So, it is what it is. It is life. It's, we all need jobs. We all need to get money to pay bills. You know what it is. But some companies don't go to the standard where it should be, which I don't understand, but it is what it is. So, all the companies I've worked for, except for this one, have had a work-off system, points-wise. So, if you're in the real world or you never graduated, or you, I don't know if, because I didn't graduate, I dropped out, but if you're late or something, you call in, you get a point, really, usually, all that shit, all that goes with that, right? Usually, most companies let you work it off. Like, I've worked for construction companies, and they're like, hey, come in on Saturday, come in on Sunday. Well, usually it's a 7 day anyway, so if you come in on Sundays, you work off like a quarter point off or half point off, depending on that company. The one I just worked on, I got fired at, had no such thing. Like, you get a point, you get 3, you get a half. The half is if you call in half an hour before your shift saying you're going to be late, and you show up late, and you clock in and you work. That's the most fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard. No one's going to know when they're late. Like, the train system. We don't know the train system out here that well. The gas train system. So, if we're driving up to work and the train tracks are blocked because of the trains rolling around, and it's 6:47, and the train don't stop until like 6:59, you're fucked. You get a point, or you get 3. You might get 3, I think, if you're really fucked up. But I think it's just 1 point for them. But you can't work it off. You can't work it off. It's just, yep, you get a point, don't throw a fit, shut the fuck up, get that point. I'm like, alright, well, fuck it. So, and then they don't have a work-off system, and they only give you 1 point back per year. Like, are you fucking serious? 1 point off per fucking year? No one's gonna, most of us younger guys won't stay that long if that system, if there's no work-off system except for work a year to get 1 point off, yeah, no, they're not gonna last. I didn't last. Fuck that shit. So, that company needs a fucking work-off system. They know who they are. So, I'm not gonna tell them because I signed an NDA, confidentiality agreement, blah, 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 blah. So, it is what it is. But, why are you being so fucking stubborn? It's not the 1940s. It's 2019. You're gonna have younger kids. You're gonna need younger kids working there. If you don't change, you're just gonna fucking falter. You're not gonna hire better students. I was in a probationary period, so that alone already fucks you. They put you in a time frame where you can't fuck up at all, and you're just like, well, life, I don't know what the fuck. Life happens, For me, example, I had two bad ear infections, and so I called in like I'm supposed to. Hey, I got an ear infection. I gotta go to the doctors, and I assumed it was a minute late was fine. No, you gotta be at 6:30 on the dot. Right when you dial, when you hit that green button, or I don't remember iPhone's number, I think it's the green button too. Right when you hit that son of a bitch, you better be at 6:30. Otherwise, you're fucked. You're gonna get that 3-point slapper, and you will get hit with if you call in again every day after that, you're gonna get hit with another point and another point. Another one. That's kind of fucking ridiculous. You gotta give them a 1 minute to 2 minute leeway. Can't, because not all our clocks are the same. It's not a universal clock, It should be, but it's not. It is what it is. Ooh, she a baddie. She a baddie. Anyways, that needs to fucking get fixed. Some of y'all companies are fucking ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? It's not that hard. If you're a production company and you need employees and you need people working, and some are wanting to work, but because their fucking point system doesn't dictate any way to work it off, there's no incentive except for work a full year to get 1 point, but they're on the chokehold every fucking time. Like, if you're at the cusp at like, so there was like a 14 point maximum. If you're at the cusp at like 12 or 10, because, you know, hey, family, you know, whatever happens, fucking life hits you, and you're just like, well, shit, I can't get this worked off until I work a full fucking year. Like, what? That's such a fucking awful way to motivate workers. That's such the fucking worst. It's the fucking worst. You have a work-off system. Yeah, I might, you know, some might abuse it. Don't get me wrong, some might abuse it, but most will not, because they're gonna use it how it's supposed to. Hey, I need my daughter got sick, my boy got sick, I gotta call time off, and I'm at the cusp. Let me work it off on Saturday. Let me work it off on Sunday. All right, let me work 3 of them off so I get 1 point off. You know, it's simple. It's simple. And this company just doesn't get it. Just doesn't get it. And they've been doing that for over some fucking years. Fuck this company, man. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous, man. Common sense, man. You treat your workers well with the fucking leniency of fucking that, you're gonna have better workers. You're gonna keep good workers. That's there's some that are just stick to the bone because that's all they know and that's all they got. There are other guys like me, other guys like my coworkers. I love my coworkers, by the way. You know, they were great people. They're the greatest guys I've worked with. But they are also on the cusp. You want to lose them. If you lose them, you're fucked. That shop is going down. So it's fucking ridiculous, man. Jesus Christ. Some companies just don't get it, man. Some companies just don't get it, man. But you know, that's life. Some companies won't. You know, you just gotta follow their rules and their probationary period. Bitch, I'm not on probation. I'm just on a time frame that is an evaluation time. Don't call it probationary period. Just call it an evaluation time. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not in jail. I'm not fucking suspended. I'm not. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's just an evaluation time period. God damn. Some of these words just make you want to, like, what the fuck? Why is it called that? So, that's just so fucking annoying to me, but you know what it is. It is what it is. I've worked at a lot of companies, but most of them I've quit mainly because the management sucked and the employees are great, or school. Most of it was school because I only worked summer, and then, you know, recently I dropped out. So I just kind of I'm flowing through jobs, but it is what it is. That's life. But literally all of the ones I've worked prior to this one have had a point work-off system where if you work a certain amount of times, you get a point off or 2 point, whatever the fucking thing is. You work 4 shifts, you get 1 point off. Like, all right, well, that's nice. And they'll be usually fine. They just work it off. And like, all right, I'm back to 2. I'm back to 1. All right, I can relax. I can just go back to my normal shift, my normal 7 to 5 or whatever the fuck it is, 9 to 5, whatever it is, you know. All right, and yada 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 yada. Boom. What the fuck? And they gave me 2 mandatory Saturdays to work every month, which, if you're management support, I was a management support worker. I mean, that's the most fucking dumbest thing I've ever heard. Management support, just do management and employees. Just no, there's no management support. No, what the fuck? What does management support mean? This means I'm like their fucking secretary or their fucking assistant. I'm not their fucking assistant. I'm a fucking inspector. I'm not their fucking assistant. Jesus Christ. So, or just have a section name job. So, production. You're a production employee. Supervisor. You are a supervisor employee of the section. Machine shop. You're a machine shop employee. You're an assembly employee. I'm not a fucking management support. That doesn't fucking motivate me. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it sounds fancy. It ain't fancy. It's the fucking most ridiculous thing. Just call it what it is. You're a QC inspector. You're a fucking machinist. You're in the machine shop. You're a machine shop employee. You're an assembly employee. And then management, hey, I'm a supervisor of the machine shop. I'm a supervisor of the assembly. What the fuck is so hard about that? No, those guys are management, and these guys under them are management support. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? That's some bullshit. It is what it is, but your boy, he just wants to work and make some money to feed his family, man. It is what it is. But oh, that's a nice Subaru. Yeah, this city's got a lot of Subaru. Yeah, fucking WRX boys. So it is what it is. That's just my rant for the day. For those companies who just roll off, fucking don't have a work off system. That's just already hurting the company as itself. It is what it is. So the more strict you get, you don't get quality employees. You just get desperate employees, and they lay off after a few months. Well, no, it ain't worth it. And you're paying these guys. Like, you want them to stay. You want them to do a good job. Why the fuck are you hindering them from fucking working off time? That just doesn't make sense. Sure, you might have to pay them, but hey, you get a system where they work it off, so where they're motivated to work for you, and you get more out. You get more shit done. Granted, the day that they are gone, it might not be, beneficial, but they work that off. You just doubled your fucking value. If you work an extra shift, you get a half point. You just got twice the amount of work done. You get 2 days worth of work within that 1 day absence. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck? What? If you don't even want to do that, you can do. I think it might be illegal, but you just give them a portion of their pay. I think that's illegal, but I don't know. But if they're trying to work for a point off, like a full point, they won't get like. What I would do is I would let them have most of their portion pay. So say they won't get that time and a half. Let's say if they're already at overtime, they're working on that point. So I'd give them that full point, but they won't get that overtime for that day. I think that's illegal, but that's a good way to work off on a point off system. But I probably wouldn't do it because that's illegal, but. Just in general, need a work off point, like a points to be able to work off system. They just need that. But I'm just so mad, man. They really fucked me on that 5-point system. That 5 points, man. Because I had 7. That's why they fired me. I had half their fucking thing. In the probationary period, I got half of it. So they're like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? You're gone." So I'm like, "All right, well, why'd you fuck me on that 5?" And that goes to the strict 6:30. You gotta call in if you're sick. You gotta call in at 6:30, or if you don't call in at 6:30, you will get hit with 3. No matter what, you get hit with 3. Like, what? 3? They did have a nice rule, though. If you called in on time, back to back to back, it would still kept as one. So if you called in at 6:15 on the first day you're sick, and you called in at 6 the same time the next day and the next day, it'll all on the same excuse, you're sick. They'll all congruently go as one. That's a good rule. That's a good thing. But have some leeway, because they're sick. They can't just set an alarm, hey, 6:25, I gotta call in to work, because if I don't fucking call in on time, I'm gonna get hit with 3 points, and my fucking congruency won't work. What the fuck? And there's no fucking work off. There's no way to work it off. What the fuck? And I guarantee you, the HR would love that, because they got kids. If their kids are sick, they're gonna I guarantee you, they're gonna take that day off and take care of them kids. But whoops, they don't have a way to work it off until they work a full year to get that point off. And if that kid's got TB, if that kid's got fucking flu, you're gonna take care of that kid for a few days. You're gonna call him. If you didn't call him on time that first day, the second day, you're fucked. You're fucked. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Such is life. It ain't fair. It ain't fair to the common man worker. The man who just wants to lace his boots, get his mug jug, and go to work. It is what it is. And I gotta look for a new job with my experience, and I gotta explain to them what the fuck happened. That whole fucking mess. Oh my god, fucking A. But how's y'all day? How's y'all day? Fucking A, man. I've just been ranting. It is what it is. I'll probably find something. I don't know. But, well, it's been a quality rant. I just needed a vent, explain my frustrations, and I'm creative. Ooh, creative, man. I'm a creative at heart, but it is what it is, guys. This has been your favorite uncle, your best friend, your 39th favorite Asian, your kooky and wild neighbor. It's your boy Soon. Talk to you guys later.